It is War Games. About 20 minutes.
Or Blood and Guts, if you prefer, whatever.
Good Lord. It's Team WCW versus NWO Hollywood versus NWO Wolfpack. This is the first of its kind. So there's three men on each.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna, there's 3 men on each team. The match can end at any time. There is no match beyond. So that's a big change. Also, everybody comes in at random. So in theory, all 3 members of NWO Hollywood could have come in one right after the other. And the last big change is that you can win by pinfall, which has never been a thing in the past. You had to win by submission or surrender or knockout. So, big changes here.
It's also worth noting this is the very last WarGames pay-per-view. There was one more, but it's on Nitro. And I believe it's only one ring.
Yeah, it's in the triple cage.
So kind of historic for that reason.
Kind of the prelude to Lethal Lockdown.
Now, I did mention something a couple weeks ago. I want to say now before I forget. They say it. You'll hear it in the match. I know you probably did. Why is Sting in this match competing for a title match when he has the title match in his pocket the next night? This makes zero. Yes, they say it during the match.
Oh,
he's going to face Goldberg tomorrow night on Nitro for the world title. Like, why the hell is he in this match then? It negates the thing.
Clue. Yeah.
They do try to cover it in their defense. They say, well, it's a shot tomorrow night. And if he wins tonight, he doesn't have to win tomorrow night. He can have a shot at home and have it. But it's just stupid. None of it makes sense.
Well,
you could have had Conan in this. But
that was my thing with MJF. Like, I know logically why they're keeping him out of the world title tournament because he's not going to win. But he's like, well, I don't have to. And he's trying to cover it up, I know. But logically, he's kind of stupid. He's like, well, I already have a title match in my back pocket. I don't need to do this. It's like, yeah, but like, couldn't that be your backup? Like, if you lose in the tournament, you still got that title match. Like, so
don't use logic.
Theory, yeah, so in theory, you've got 2 title matches, but whatever. Yeah. Anyway, the 2 men that start, 2 men start, and then members randomly enter one by one after that. Like I said, DDP and Bret Hart start. I mean, those would have been my choices too for the Iron Men. So, but
they carry the whole match. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, out next is Stevie effing Ray.
And this is where that was born, by the way.
Yep. If you got to get a third man to represent the NWO Hollywood, Stevie effing Ray.
Oh, man.
Okie doke. Sting for the Wolfpack.
Keep in mind, the better Harlem guy is nowhere to be seen on this card.
Yeah, right.
Just point that out.
Right.
The 2-time Hall of Famer, the 6-time world champion, but Stevie Ray is on this card. Okay.
This is what I was talking about in theory, where it's like, because now you got 2 Hollywood guys out there with a WCW guy before the Wolfpack guy even enters, and now Sting comes out for the Wolfpack. He does his trademark dive from one ring over the ropes into the other. I always like that.
Literally, he invented it, I believe.
Yeah, I think the first time I saw him do that was in '95. He might have did it before then, but first time I saw it was '95. Roddy Piper comes out next for Team WCW, and for some reason starts
freaking madman, by the way.
Yeah, and he's for some reason starts beating up everyone, including DDP, who is his partner. I got to remind you. That's why I was confused. Is there a 4th team?
I overlooked this and I give it a pass because I'm like, it's Piper. He's nuts. So.
Yeah, but like DDP was selling for him and stuff. Wasn't he like, dude, I'm your partner? What's going on? God.
Oh, Bobby even said it. The crazy man. He's in carry who he hits.
I guess so. Well, Lex Luger is out next for the Wolfpack. Kevin Nash
goes nuts, by the way, even though he's not over, like people say.
No, Greg. Nobody gave a crap. You shut your mouth.
I need to point that out every time. People always say, "Oh, no one likes Luger." Shut the hell up. Listen to the reactions he gets.
I know.
What are you hearing?
Oh well, no, nobody cheered for him. You could hear a pin drop. Like, oh, for God's sake!
You couldn't hear a freaking bomb go off outside because about loud it was inside. So
Right. Kevin Nash is now out for the Wolfpack, but as the Wolfpack is dominating, Hollywood Hogan sneaks out before his time and beats them all up with a slapjack. I'm not. Here's where I said I'm not sure if he's legally in the match since he came out early.
no, they make it a point though when they say it later. Oh, he's in there now. I don't know.
Effing stupid.
Stupid.
But when the NWO Hollywood is dominating, the cage fills with smoke, and a Warrior impersonator pops up, who, by the way, was actually the Renegade.
Was it really?
Yeah, that's it's since been revealed that was a Renegade.
I thought it was Brutus.
Oh man, that would have been funny. But they only show him from behind, so you can't really see him. Only the crowd can. But either way, he pops up out of the smoke, and he gets his crap kicked in.
Right.
I'm like, what
We
the
finally
frick?
got him.
Yeah, I'm like, what's the point of this? And then the ring fills with smoke again, and he disappears. Bro, he's gone forever, bro.
Did you know it sounded like Hogan was like, what the hell's going on? I don't understand. I don't know. He's walking back and forth.
Oh my gosh. But now the real Warrior runs to the ring to round out Team WCW and beat up all of NWO Hollywood.
Okay. Real quick, before you go on, I need to point something out. Okay, so let's just say this is where Bulldog got hurt. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the sake of argument, maybe the next time, maybe here, I don't know. If it was here and Warrior ended up, like the actual Warrior, ended up not using the trap door, what the fuck was the point?
No, the impersonator had to use the door, man.
Oh my god, it makes no sense still to me though. So the guy broke his back and potentially ended his career for an impersonator?
Yeah, for a 2-second spot that was dumb as F. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Greg. Yes, you're right. You're onto something. Speaking of dumb as F, the Disciple runs out now and he pulls Hollywood Hogan out of the cage before he locks it behind him. The Warrior breaks out and beats up Hogan and the Disciple before security breaks it up. Why? Don't know. This
Okay.
Hogan.
I gotta be real. When I was a kid and he did that, I kind of lost it. I thought it was cool that he kicked the hell out of the cage and broke out. There's something about it that was cool to me as a kid. Now I can see like the logic, but it looked cool.
I will disagree with this first part, but I'm going to use this somewhat same logic here. There's a guy I watch on YouTube that says he can't enjoy the new House of the Dragon show, which is a prequel to Game of Thrones. He said, I can't enjoy it because it all leads to the terrible season 8 of Game of Thrones. So that's always in the back of my mind. Well, even if this was cool, I can't enjoy it because all roads lead to Halloween Havoc 1998.
So true.
So there you go. But either way, security breaks this up and it allows Hogan and Disciple to escape. If people don't know who the Disciple is, it's Beefcake.
Who?
Brutus the effin' Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
He's got the same hair. As a kid, I had no clue.
I had zero clue too. I had no idea. It's insane how night and day he is.
Yeah.
Because the last time we'd seen him, and I might be wrong on this, correct me, but the last time we'd seen him, he was the booty man. So I did not piece this together.
I don't see how the booty man didn't fit in the New World Order. I don't get that one.
Well, he tried. They accepted him for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Beat the hell out of him.
He's had like 500 gimmicks just in WCW alone.
There is a YouTube video. If I urge people to go watch it if you get bored on the gimmicks of Ed Leslie. It's funny as hell.
I bet it is. But anyway, in the cage, DDP hits Stevie effin' Ray with a diamond cutter and pins his ass to win, as he should have. Get his pin his bitch ass.
My only note on here is he was literally in there to get the pin. Now it makes at least some sense.
Why couldn't that have been Beefcake?
It could have been Vincent.
Oh, Lord. That would have been worse.
Actually, you know what, though? Honestly, it could have been Scott Norton. At least I would have added a little bit of credibility to it.
Yeah.
Could have been Buff Bagwell too.
Oh, yeah, him too, yeah. Well, no, he had a feign injury for the 500th time earlier. This is one of the worst War Games matches ever.
I
Uncle
also
Dave.
want to point out, by the way, because you just mentioned this all roads lead to Halloween Havoc. We're about to get one of the best matches in WCW. We actually already reviewed the best match in history. Wait, did we? No, sorry. That's my notes for next time. We're about to get one of the best matches in WCW history. Okay? But it's worth pointing out now, because I didn't realize until you just said that in order to get there, DDP had to beat Stevie Ray.
Well, hallelujah.
That makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
In order to get Goldberg in the world title, you got to get through Stevie Ray.
Well, yeah, man. He's an edgelord. He's one of
he's
one of the underbosses. But Uncle Dave gave this -4 stars.
Okay, it was not that bad.
Yeah, no buys. I gave this 2 stars, and I'm going back and forth on that one. What say you?
I as well gave it 2, and then also going back and forth. There was a couple of moments that were cool. I have to remember when I was a kid how much I loved Warrior breaking out of the cage. And,
right.
Now I look back with hindsight, it's like, wow, British Bulldog's career ended because they had to get a 2-second cameo from apparently the Renegade.
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Worse.
I don't know what you don't get, Greg. Makes perfect sense to me. It all adds up. Anyway.
Oh, it adds up to something, yes.
DDP goes into the crowd after the match to celebrate, per usual.